Hello guys, I'm Ken. Good morning. So I'm a 12th grade student from Hong Kong. And before I start my presentation, I would like to share a story with you guys. So 2 years ago, I've joined a science competition and I met visually impaired people. And unfortunately, he cannot test my product, which my product is not designed for visually impaired people. And I look around and I realize that around the world, there are lots of technology are invented every day to benefit us. But for those in disadvantaged groups like visually impaired people, they can't get benefit by those technology. And there's not enough technology to help them with their daily needs at night. So why visually impaired? Because there's lots of people is visually impaired or even blind all over the world. So in Southeast Asia, there are 12 million people who are blind and 78.5 million are visually impaired. And most of them is elderly, you can see that. And what kind of problems is faced by visually impaired people? So a lot of problems, including the social isolation, the economic hardship, the mental health issues, and the information access. So those are the very serious problem they are facing. So that's the reason why you rarely see them on the street. So why shopping? Because shopping is the most requirement that visually impaired people or blind people needs, but there's no any existing solution for helping them in shopping. Because it's not just about daily needs, it's also about social needs, mental health, and market information for doing some a market decision to buy some cheaper things, right? They can't compare the price and buy the cheapest option to save their money. So there are four major difficulties they are facing in shopping. So the first one is, of course, is shopping. Right? The product identification is difficult for them. They can't recognize what kind of product is that. Just that I can recognize by my hand to recognize that it's apple or orange, but if they are same shape but without same color, so they can't recognize it. Right? And the payment is all a problem, and the navigation is the most important issue we want to solve. And secondly, the information. It's difficult for visually impaired people to get the latest information and the product promotion. Right? The third, the psychological problems. Because visually impaired people, when they go into a shop, they will need to rely on others, staffs or others. It's a social pressure for them. And the last one is safety. It's always the most challenge for visually impaired people. And AI successfully solved the above problems for AI. And is there any existing solutions? Of course, there are lots of existing solutions. For example, like OutCam My Eye. It's a device that can help you in read text and object detection, but they don't have updated information and they don't have navigation function, and also they don't have promotion data. And most importantly, it's very expensive. It costs around 5,000 USD for the user. So can you imagine that? How can a visually impaired elderly afford the expensive device? So my product is called AI. It's a multi-platform, including software and hardware, designed to be a shopping assistant for visually impaired people. There's a free highlight, low cost, it's free for user, powerful by AI, and last one, the multi-platform. And it's the first one and the only AI tools that helps visually impaired people in shopping. And multi-platform, why it's so important? Because there's a software version for people who have a smartphone, and for people who doesn't have a smartphone, we also develop hardware devices. And this is the project timeline. So how does it work? No matter you wear the hardware device or the mobile application, it will all capture the real-time streaming, the image, and will pass it to the AI engine to do AI process. And the user will communicate with the devices to get information or give instruction by using voice input. So we use four key technology, including computer vision for object detection, hand detection, motion detection. And we use deep learning and generative AI for voice text to voice, also generative content using generative AI. And for the hardware, we use a microcomputer like Raspberry Pi and ESP32. We also use mobile application. So there are three major technical features, including server-side AI processing. Why we choose to use server-side AI processing? Because it can highly reduce the client-side requirement, the hardware requirement, and then the total cost. And secondly, the CV-based navigation system. Why it's so special? Just like Tesla Autopilot, it only use the image get from camera to recognize the sign on product to identify where are you and navigate. And last one is the sound interface system. Why we use sound interface system instead of voice interface? Because sound interface can let our user, sound effect can let the user feel the environment and understand the instruction clearly. So I would do a demo for you. So in this time, you can check, this is the hardware device that developed by me. So imagine I am a visually impaired people. I'm getting into a shop and I want to buy a chips, for example.
What can I help you?
I want to buy something.
What product do you want to find?
Chips.
There are seaweed chips, cheaper than the chips, $3. Do you want to change your mind?
No thanks.
Okay, keep searching chips. Add target product chips successfully. Now take you to navigation begins. Please move forward until the sound prompt.
Right.
Arrived target location. Found target product chips in front of you. Please raise one hand and search for items
So
according to
when my hand is
frequency.
closer to the target object, the sound will become higher. And I touch to the object.
You are holding in seaweed chips
Yes,
selling
and found the
$12.
product.
Target product chips is on your right side.
Okay. So you can also recognize the cash.
You currently have $10.
Right, and also 20. Okay, so that's about the demo. Okay. So the above data is only contains registered visually impaired people. There's still lots of people that are not registered. That means that the real amount is much larger. There are lots of visually impaired people. So for the business model, we would like to cooperate with the shopping malls or convenience shop, and we will get profit by the personalized advertising and the merchant cooperation income. So that means the shop will buy our service and provide service to user. So it's free for user, right? But why would the shop want to cooperate with us? They will pay for us, right? That's because, okay, our cost. The cost is very cheap. For the hardware, it just costs around 23 USD, which is cheaper lots than the previous one. And for the server, let's say it costs around 3,000 USD for the first month. But the benefit, if there's 10,000 people using our service and we spend, each of them spend around 100 USD, the profit will be 1 million, which is much larger than the cost, right? It's a big market. And it's a project about contribution and profit. And for users, they can shopping like normal people, just like us, improve their self-identity and believe in their own ability. And for the merchants, they can have more potential customers, which can promote their new product to them, which is difficult now. And they can also get the data for market analyze. And the reputation of the market will definitely get enhanced. So we can also help government to solve the problem that the number of increasing of visually impaired people. So we actually get some awards, including the Hong Kong Science Fair and Hong Kong ICT Awards, the Student Innovation Award, Gold Award. And I'm also invited to by the US Starless IT Association to have a talk about the AI project. And we also invited some real visually impaired people and blind people to test our product. And they said that the product can completely solve their daily needs. And most importantly, being able to buy a pack of potato chips on the street is already the greatest recognition of their own ability. So with AI, those problems can be solved perfectly. And I believe that technology is for benefit of all mankind. No group should be ignored, right? And thank you. And this is my website, and this is the source code. This is an open source project. So you can see how can we make the project. And this is the my presentation.